Hi everyone, my name is Jiaman Li, and I'm a third-year DMA student in Piano Performance and Pedagogy program. Today, I'm going to have a lecture recital based on the topic of Samuel Makapur's pedagogical contribution to piano compositions. So, before we start, I want to talk about the reasons why I want to hold this lecture recital. As pianists, we often dedicated countless hours to mastering advanced, large-scale works for performance. But when it comes to selecting repertoire for beginner and early-stage students, we sometimes find ourselves feeling uncertain or even overwhelmed. How do we choose pieces that are not just technically appropriate, but also musically engaging and educationally meaningful? It can be a real challenge to strike that balance, finding music that is accessible while still fostering musicality, technique, and artistic expression from the very beginning. With this in mind, I started exploring the works of lesser known composers who dedicated themselves to writing pedagogical pieces. One composer who truly stood out to me was Samuel Makapur. His music isn't just designed to build technique, it's also artistically rich, making it both educational and musically fulfilling for students. So today, I'd like to share some of Makapur's works with you, exploring his pedagogical ideas and discussing how his compositions can be used as valuable tools for both teaching and performance. So let's take a closer look at what makes his music so special. So first, I'd like to introduce the composer, Samuel Makapur, a remarkable composer and pedagogue in the world of music. Born in 1867, Makapur was a Russian Romantic composer, a gifted pianist, and a professor at the St. Petersburg Conservatory. He made significant contributions to piano pedagogy in Russia through his innovative teaching methods and compositions. His numerous piano exercises and concert pieces, particularly for young performers, have played a pivotal role in enriching piano literature for children, leaving a lasting legacy in music education. Through his lifetime, Makapur composed over 300 of works, including two sonatas, piano studies, and specialized exercises. His compositions catered to students at all levels, from beginner to advanced musicians. His teaching philosophy was influenced on his teacher, Theodore Leschetizky, who was also a renowned pianist and a genius pedagogue, a student of Carl Czerny. He studied with Professor Leschetizky during 1894 to 1896. As a pedagogue, Leschetizky placed great emphasis on fundamental techniques while nurturing a refined sense of sound color. He composed numerous works in diverse forms and integrated them into his teaching to address specific technical and artistic aspects. One of his principal teaching philosophies was to emphasize the individuality in technical approaches to achieve the greatest possible richness of sound color. We can also see these influences in Makapur's work, especially in his pedagogical pieces. During his time with Leschetizky, Makapur also composed several pieces and published research papers. And later in his career, he began composing more works with specific training purpose to teach his students, as well as exercises for specific technique training, such as pedal preludes and wrist preludes. So now I'm going to show you some of his pedagogical works. The first set I want to introduce for today is the Opus 28. This set is called Biuraki and it is named after a popular Russian children's game, adding playful and engaging element that makes the pieces more relatable for young pianists. Makapur carefully titled each piece to reflect its unique mood and character, helping students connect emotionally and develop expressive interpretation skills. A standout feature of Björky is the use of all 24 keys across 26 pieces, with C major and A minor appearing twice in this set. This exposure to various tonalities strengthens students' ability and familiarity with key signatures and prepares them for more advanced pieces later. So this is a list of titles in this set of work. And I choose one piece from this set as example here. Let's move to the next slide. So number 12, this piece is called Little Butterfly. From the score, we can see that the composer uses light staccato and short slurs to depict the fluttering motion of a butterfly, and the theme alternates between both hands, requiring coordination while maintaining the butterfly's dynamic and bouncing character. From learning this piece, students can develop short slur and staccato techniques while also enhancing their both technical precision and musical expressions. So the next set I want to mention is Ops 33, and this set is designed for more advanced students. Also includes all 24 keys. And today I will analyze selected pieces from this collection, highlighting Makapur's compositional skills and intentions, and perform through the whole piece after we discuss each one. This will lead us into a discussion of his lasting contributions to piano pedagogy and how his work continues to benefit pianists and teachers today. Through learning and performing Makapur's music, I have explored diverse practice strategies for refining specific techniques, helping me improve efficiency in learning and mastering different works. Studying his approach has given me new perspectives on technical exercises and musical expression, both as a performer and educator. So I choose the last 8 pieces from this set as examples to discuss so that we will have a better understanding of Makapur's compositional skills and his teaching philosophy. So here is the first piece I choose, the number 16. The title is called Little Prelude. This title introduces students to the prelude form and emphasizes hand positioning techniques, melodic balance, and dynamic shaping, as well as phrasing interpretation. So first, we need to understand the prelude form, which generally featured repetitive and rhythmic and melodic motifs. And here, from the score, we can see that the time signature here is 6/8, structured around 2 triplets, which the composer divided them into groups of 2 and 4. This introduces a new concept where the phrase begins on an upbeat instead of a downbeat, creating phrasing that does not strictly align with the rhythm. This approach exposes students to various forms and phrasing and teaches them how to shape phrases within different rhythmic patterns. So here we can actually have different interpretation of phrasing. The short slur could act as a pickup to the next phrase. So in this position, both hands are moving together and we need to use the fingering on score. This approach trains coordination of hand positioning and movement, also prepares students for more virtuosic works later. So in this way, we're following the fingering on the score. And another phrasing interpretation here is we can also play the whole section as a continuous phrase and shape it as long legato phrases here. This method features a hand cross movement, and we need to adjust the fingering to avoid the use of thumb for better positioning and smoother phrases. So those different ways of interpretations actually encourages active listening and critical thinking for phrasing decision. From learning this piece, students can strengthen their expression and musical sensitivity, as well as enhance their understanding of phrasing and interpretation. This piece introduces musical terms, techniques, and expressions that contribute to both technical and artistic growth. So now I would like to play through the whole piece so that we will have a better understanding of what we just discussed. Now let's move to the next piece, number 17. So this piece is called a song. The title appears quite simple as well as the score here. It actually presents technical challenges in articulation, particularly in managing different articulation with precise character here, with a focus on finger control, phrasing, and balance between hands. From the score, we can see there are lots of combinations of staccatos and slurs, requires precise control as well as quick change of different articulation. Especially for the first measure here, the third beat, they use a two-note slur followed by a two-note staccato here, with the B flat repeated twice in totally different articulation. So we need to pay attention since the two-note slur here demands a gentle and light release on the second note, and the staccato note requires a sharper and focused sound. So we need to play those two B flats in a totally different articulation here. Also from the very last line of the example here, we can see that the theme changes to the left hand. So the theme alternates between both hands can help students develop the balanced melody and accompaniment. Students should have the consistent articulation across both hands, and this parallel technical skills strengthening both hands equally in technique. Also from the theme, we can see that the composer used a repetitive motive here, so students must present the motive here with better phrasing and direction. For example, we can use dynamics and articulation to add variety here. Use a little crescendo for the repeated notes to move the music forward. So also with the simple title, a song, it provides freedom for students, encourages their critical thinking and creativity in musical expression. And this piece teaches fundamental articulation techniques, enhances finger control and touch sensitivity, also reinforces the idea that even simple pieces can be rich in expressive depths. The next piece here is number 18. This piece is called Ranging Torrent. So it is a fast-paced etude that demands technical precision, coordination, and expressive depth. Both hands must maintain continuous 16th notes, requiring clarity and control at a rapid tempo. The title itself reflects the dynamic, forceful energy of this piece, challenging students to balance the technical mastery with expressive interpretation. From the score, we can see that this piece features continuous 16th notes in both hands throughout the whole piece, with the left hand always begins with an accented note, followed by the right hand completing the group, requiring coordination between both hands. So students need to bring out the accent marking and present the character, while still maintain the flowing water feeling with the right hand. Also, the composer suggests specific fingering for this piece, such as using the second finger on black key to prevent thumb conflicts. So this helps to present a smooth, fast, and accurate hand movements when both hands are positioned closely together. And this approach also helps students to build a good habit of smart fingering, that not to use thumbs when both hands are in a close position. With the title Ranging Torrent, it actually evokes the rattler's flow and power of the rushing water. Students should maintain the flowing feeling when they are playing at a fast speed. The rapid tempo, articulation, and phrasing contribute to the dramatic and intense nature of this piece. Students need to maintain the flowing feeling when they are trying to achieve the technical accuracy. From learning this piece, students can develop a clarity and precision in rapid passages, also balances their technical accuracy with expressive depth. And this piece prepares students for more complex virtuoso studies by strengthening technical foundation and artistic sensitivity. Move to the next piece. This piece is called A Starlit Night. This piece emphasizes dotted rhythm, long phrases, and expressive voicing, requiring students to develop rhythmic precision, phrasing, and balance across multiple voices. The dotted rhythm motif here plays a crucial role in shaping musical expression, requires understanding of musical tension and release. The short note in the dotted rhythm acts as a driving force leading into the longer note. So before the short note, after the dotted note, there should be a release to enhance the phrasing and direction. technique is essential for rhythmic accuracy and expressive depth. Also from the score, we can see this piece features layered chordal textures requiring careful balance across multiple voices. Students must ensure that the melody remains predominant while the harmonies provide subtle support. It also requires refined finger control and sensitivity to touch to maintain the balance. So for practice, students can practice with single voices, shaping them with dynamics, and then combine them in different order to maintain the balance between voices. The title Starlit Night here encourages students to image the shimmery stars and translate that into their playing. Use visualization to help students produce a sparkling sound effect within the layered texture. This piece also showcases a blend of romantic and impressionistic styles, features unexpected harmonic progression, adding depth and complexity, highlights Makeup's refined compositional technique and knowledge of multiple musical traditions. The next piece here is called A Sailor's Story. This piece is a technically and musically challenging piece that focuses on triplets, coordination, phrasing, and expressive storytelling. From the score, we can see that the triplets alternate between both hands, requiring precision and rhythmic stability. Students must maintain a fluid, even triplet flow while shaping the melody clearly. So for practice, students can practice triplets with one hand to maintain the triplet pause here first, and then use both hands together. And also we can see that the melody is also embedded within the triplets, requiring a refined voicing, present melody and harmony in different touch. Students must balance the technical control and musical expression here. So also for practice, students can practice the melody separately with a focused sound and accent to present the character. And after that, they can practice in single voices, combine them in different orders, as well as work on small segments with different technical aspects each time for the refinement and expression here. So as teachers, we can design targeted exercises to address the evenness in triplets and balancing melody within the texture, smooth hand coordination, as well as the expressive phrasing based on the accent markings here. This piece also encouraging critical listening and intentional phrasing to enhance students' technical and interpretative skills. With the ballad in title, this piece is also a great introduction to narrative music. The composer used key changes, dynamics, and articulation shifts reflect the sailor's changing journey. So from learning this piece, students can stress their technical execution, phrasing, and expressive depth. Also provides insights into both technical refinement and interpretative storytelling. the next piece from this set. This is called Aeolian Harp. So this piece focuses on legato phrasing and fast-running notes, requiring students to develop fluency, phrasing control, and balance between melody and accompaniment. This piece provides an excellent opportunity to refine phrasing, articulation, and interpretative awareness, helping students develop a more sophisticated sense of musical expression. From the score, we can say it features continuous 30-second notes passages, demands seamless phrasing to create a fluid, uninterrupted musical line. It requires smooth, connected phrasing to avoid the mechanical playing here. As we can see, the staccato note at the top is also marked as an eighth note. So the staccato here requires a quicker articulation and a more focused sound, making it distinct from the rest of the grouped notes. The eighth note serves as a visual cue to emphasize this note, not necessarily to be played as a strict eighth note, but to have a slight prolongation leading naturally into the next note of the melody. So students must maintain a smooth flow in the accompanying notes while emphasizing the melody, use different touch or thinking them as different layers to present the differences. This also requires precise finger control and dynamic balance here. From learning this piece, students can enhance their long line phrasing and expressive continuity, encourages exploration of different touch techniques. Elegy, and this piece is a study in musical expressiveness, legato phrasing, and balance between melody and accompaniment. The right-hand melody requires a singing tone with carefully shaped phrases, while the left-hand accompaniment must provide subtle harmonic support without overpowering the melody. This piece is also a great exercise for developing coordination, keeping the left hand calm, even, and supportive, while the right hand remains expressive and singing. It's especially helpful when the left hand plays more notes as accompaniment and the melody is soft and not very fast. So maintaining a proper balance between the melody and accompaniment can be really challenging. Students should focus on their touch and refine their phrasing to achieve clarity and musical expression. So here we can actually use different sound and touch to express melody and accompaniment. We can play our left hand flat and close to the key to maintain the calm and soft sound, while use a more focused sound to present the melody line. Also from the score, we can see that the pedal marking here interrupts the melody line, requiring a combination of finger legato and pedal to maintain legato in the right hand, while preserve a clean and transparent harmony to express the sorrowful character of this piece. This also encourages critical listening to adjust the pedal for better expression sometimes. So this work encourages students to shape melodic lines, explore dynamic contrasts, and develop musical expression while conveying the emotions of sadness and finality that defines an elegy. So the next piece here is called Amusing Play, which the character actually changes a lot compared to the previous one. This piece emphasizes quick touch, fast staccato, and short slurs, requiring precise coordination, articulation, and dynamic control. Students must achieve uniform articulation and sound balance to maintain the playful and lively character of this piece. From the score, we can see both hands play similar rhythmic patterns, requiring equal articulation control. So here, separate hand practice can help refine the lightness and evenness before combining them to achieve a balanced sound. This also requires relaxed movement to prevent tension in fingers and wrists. Also, we can see the recurring motif here appears in different dynamics, encouraging contrasts in volume, touch, and intensity to enhance the playful and dramatic storytelling in performance. This piece prepares students for larger, more complex work with fast staccato passages, builds technical security and confidence for virtuosic and playful compositions, also enhances phrasing, articulation, and interpretative depth for future repertoire. Move to the last piece of this set. This piece is called Dramatic Fragment. So this piece develops harmonic awareness, chord balance, and expressive phrasing, helping students recognize how harmonic shifts shape musical storytelling and emotional depths. This piece teaches students how harmonic changes evoke different emotions, requires listening and adjusting phrasing to reflect harmonic contrast. From the score, we can see that each phrase begins with a chord, serving as a crucial opening that sets the emotional tone for the harmony, followed by a three-note phrase. This demands subtle, well-balanced harmony without harshness to maintain the expressive depth. When the theme repeats, the rhythmic pattern transforms into dotted eighth notes with 30-second notes, adding tension and anxious feelings, driving the musical development to its peak, helping students of understanding and shape the structure of music, as well as enhances students' ability to highlight the contrasts and transitions. So this piece trans-layered harmonies, refined phrasing, and sensitivity to expression builds a technical and interpretative foundation for more advanced repertoire, encourages students to develop their own expressive voice and attention to musical details. Okay, so now I think we have enough lectures. So I want to talk about some other pieces from the composer. Beyond his pedagogical works, Samuel Mekpour also composed some advanced pieces that enriched the piano repertoire. The Pensée Fugitive Op. 11 is a set of 6 lyrical character pieces featuring dedicated phrasing, harmonic color, and dynamic contrast. So the title, meaning fleeting thought, captures the music's introspective and transient nature, requiring expressive voicing and fluid rubato, blending romantic, impressionistic, and modern elements. It offers valuable lessons to tone control and stylistic interpretation. Pedagogically, this set of work develops legato touch, dynamic sensitivity, and balanced phrasing while allowing creative freedom. So I choose the first and the last pieces for performance, hoping to uncover some intriguing insights into Mekpour's compositional approach. So, one intriguing aspect of this collection in Makeupers is his use of the same chord to conclude both the first and last piece. So this unconventional approach was rare in Romantic period, showcasing Makeupers' forward-thinking creativity, and I hope that listening to his advanced piano works will provide deeper insights into his compositional style and artistic vision. So, as a conclusion of this lecture recital, I want to take a moment to reflect on the key insights from Makeupers' works. By analyzing his compositions, we uncover not only his compositional techniques but also his deep pedagogical philosophy, making his music a valuable resource for piano education. And through a progressive study of Makeupers' works, we've seen how his music builds character, tone, and coordination beyond basic technique. His approach fills important gaps in traditional teaching, encouraging refined sound and early music expression. I hope this exploration has offered useful insights and inspirations for both performers and educators. Okay, so at the end of this lecture recital, I want to express my deepest gratitude to my advisors, Professor Ying and Professor Takao, for inspiring me with this topic and for their continuous support throughout the preparation of this lecture recital. Their guidance and encouragement have helped me navigate every milestone of my doctoral journey over the past 3 years. A heartfelt thank you to my committee members, Professor Kenner and Professor Wood, for their support and dedication. They have been with me through every step of this process, attending my 2 recitals, my lecture recital, and assisting with all the required format procedures. I also want to extend my sincere appreciation to my parents, whose unwavering love and support have encouraged me to pursue my dreams. To my friends, my home away from home family, thank you for standing by my side, uplifting me through moments of frustration and filling my days with laughter. Finally, thank you to everyone in the audience today for taking the time to attend my lecture recital. Your presence and support mean the world to me, and I truly appreciate it. Thank you.